Hello guys, back with another video guys. This is kind of different video. This is not your regular just gameplay footage. I'm doing a voiceover now because the regular audio footage that I had, the person's whose server, like, he was showing me his server, his voice didn't go in for some reason. It's probably one of his PlayStation settings where his voice is not able to be shared, but I can voice this over if I need to. Don't mind the noise in the background, somebody doing something. So my boy Aerosol, he has this game on DayZ, this server called September Crisis. If you do not know about the server, you need to go check it out right now. This is a big server, guys. I'm telling you. And this is a crazy server. If we get some guys to play this, he could do some big things. You know, they're a small little developer team. You know, all this stuff. This is right now what I'm doing is I'm running around in this footage, but I'm showing you. This is like a operating base. This is like the US operating base right here. It looks cool because you have these bunkers where uniforms would be placed and all type of stuff like that. You got the hospital where medical equipment. You just see that the little base doesn't have the equipment in there right now, but it's going to be in there. He has it in the files, everything. You see the Humvees right there. The Humvees, you know, you can take those, drive around, get to the objectives. You know, and it really gives you a feel of like being at an actual base, like an occupied base, like in a different country. You know what I mean? It's not the best military base, but you know, an active conflict is going on right now, and they're putting whatever they have that's resourceful together, which is real cool. And you know, I get that feel, all that. One of the biggest things about this game is the outpost. The outposts are crazy. So basically, in this game, you have these big FOBs, functional operating bases, that you know you know, these are your bases. Like the US one, there's a Russian one, and you basically fight over these other operational bases. They're smaller bases, they're FOBs, smaller FOBs. You know what I mean? This is one of the main bases, but you fight over those outposts. It's really cool game design that he has set up with all his coding. You know, this is done by like, I think three people. This is done by 3 people, guys, and they need some people to play on their masterpiece. You know, I really like this game a lot. You see me checking out these buildings. They don't really have stuff in there right now, but you will see later there is some stuff included in this footage that he has in the game now, but like he hasn't really got to putting everything in the base right now. He's making sure, you know, while I was checking everything out, I was making sure like everything looked good, how I felt about it. You know, I was giving him some feedback so he could fix those problems that he had with the server, you know. And it's a really cool server. And yeah, I'm gonna stop right here with the talking, you know, and I'm gonna cut to the Russian FOB. Alright guys, this is the part where I spawned in on the Russian operational base, the Russian FOB, the main base, the main Russian base. So guys, basically with this design, it doesn't look as fancy as the NATO base because it's not supposed to. NATO by I mean US base, because the US base is the occupying force. The US invaded, you know, Russia in this makeshift country, you know what I mean? And the Russian base, you know, it's been attacked, it's been bombed. So he has all these different type of houses and stuff in mind. You know, it's really cool. I will show you around the more the footage goes on. You see this broken house here, you know what I mean? He's talked about, he's told me about how he wants like objectives to be like, if the US attacks like the Russian base, So the Russians would have to defend their own base. Not you don't see that in many servers where you attack the other person's spawn, other person's main base. There's usually other points, that you attack, but you're not able to attack the main base. But he's put these buildings there in a very smart way to where you can defend. Like, look through this house, there's many holes and peepholes that you would see in like combat and stuff when you're like deployed like overseas, in Afghanistan, Ukraine, Iraq, all those places where there's little hidey holes where people can shoot from, all those things. This is the hospital. Get your hospital gear. It's the same as the U.S. base. You see there's damage and wreckage in here, in mind that this place could be fought over, and it adds more to the feel of this server. Like I said earlier, he explains a lot of this stuff to me, and for some reason the audio did not capture his server, but I'm going to talk over it because this is a very important part of the game. As you see the wreckage in there, you see the church, more wreckage. What comes to mind in this fob is that Russia has had this base and it's been bombed and attacked, so a lot of the stuff you're going to see around is going to be destroyed, which is really cool. You can see it looks like he has buildings on top of buildings, so it looks like there's actual wreckage, because sometimes in DayZ you will have broken buildings and it would be empty and you're like, where did all the rooms, where did everything go? So he has this hospital on another building, so it looks like there were other rooms in that hospital. That's just the little points I'm talking about, like how it can immerse you in all of this stuff. And you see the construction, all this stuff, and you have ways to enter. Some ways you can, some ways you can't enter. Like, look, it doesn't even look like you can go through that, but he's put two buildings together and you can maneuver around that building and do other things, which is cool. And you'll see, I'll show you around some more places. It's really cool what he's done, and he's told me he's put some little fun things around too, to where you can have a little fun on his map, like cool little jumps that nobody would know about unless you actually try it, which I think I'm gonna do in like a few minutes, which would be really cool. I think just right now I'm trying to find it, because I remember I was a little lost. But you see some more wreckage. It's really cool what he has made. I give a lot of props to him. This is a really hard thing to do. And I decided to help him out because he's helped me out. He's a really cool person. He can run a server. People steal his ideas. This is a big thing, a big project that he's taking on, and he really needs some members. So it'd be really nice if you hop on September Crisis. I will have his Discord, and I will have the name of what the server is called on the title and in the description, so you guys can play this. Remember, guys, this is on PlayStation, this is on console. All you console players that want a little milsim action, all that type of stuff. There, I just did the jump, little cool jump. You could do some little parkour, add some little fun things to the game. If you're into milsim type of stuff, he has a whole server. He's well connected within the milsim community. He needs a little help getting people to join play. That could be the hard thing. You could create the greatest game ever, but you will never be good at it. Oh, wait a second. Sorry, guys, my dad was calling me. But like I said, he has a lot of cool things in this server. He's doing a lot of great things. You can have the best server in the world. You can have the best features. You can have the best animations in the world. But it really won't mean anything if no one checks it out. If no one comes on your game and plays your game to even see that this is, possible or there. So, I took a chance. I want to help him. I want to see what he was really doing. So I went and checked out his game. I filmed 3+ hours and just chatted with him about what this game is trying to do. And I really feel like this game could be like next level, something that hasn't been done in the DayZ community, especially on console. I think like he can fill that gap that we, Milsim players and like just roleplay players are missing. He can fill that gap because he's, as you see in this,
be like a helipad or something.
what I'm showing you guys right now. This is all what he built, and this is all over the map. He's built lots of structures all over the map, and it's not laggy, and while I'm doing this, while he's talking to me, he's constantly, still in there coding and fixing the server up while we're doing this right now. So yeah, he is very dedicated. I think if we can get a big enough backing for this server, guys, this will be the biggest DayZ console server out there right now. Like I said, you guys need to check this out. I'm running up here to the cars and stuff, and while he built these fobs, he built them by like military checkpoints and other broken stuff, so it actually looks real and adds to the environment and the setting that this is in, guys. As you see, he has go to the next room. You see here, here's the stuff. Here's some stuff that's already in the game. He's adding more stuff into the game, guys. So yeah, here's a military uniform. Somebody took half of the military uniform and left the other half here. I don't know why, but you'll see. I'll go into the next room, and you'll have the whole uniform there. This is like an officer uniform, like just a main base, high ranking type of guy, who's at the back lines, not really on the front lines, making all the shots, you know what I mean? You guys are going to see that soon after I'm done checking all this cool stuff out. But yeah, he's talking to me right here. You see more stuff, I put the whole uniform on, he wants me to put some stuff on so you guys can see how things will look in this game. It's a really cool, and with his project, he takes the whole map in mind. Like, it's not just one place or certain places that have this custom stuff. There's many different named places, POIs, that have stuff added into it. Because I like tactical warfare, other games like that. A lot of the other Milsim community games, there's certain places that you have to be that have certain stuff, and it's basically dry bones everywhere else. Everywhere else is just regular DayZ. But yeah, he put a lot of work into this. He's a really great guy, and yeah, he put a lot of work into this. I'm just checking some stuff out right now. Soon I'm going to run all the way to the top of the hill to check out the Humvees, all that type of stuff. I'm just checking out some barracks right here. You see that? It's cool. Some little cool barracks. All that type of stuff. Yeah. I don't know if I got the Humvees actually in the gameplay. So everybody, this is the American base. Yes. It has, you can get your regular American stuff, fob stuff. Let me get some of this. Oh yeah. These two and these Yeah, these will be in every single room. Okay. Nothing in here. Let's run down a little more until we get to the main base. This is just the upper part right here right now. Yes. Oh, there it is. There it is. The U.S. main operating base. Yeehaw! We got the officer hat, all that type of stuff. You got the ammo, pistol, all that. You got the uniform in here. Woo! What the scorpion? Yes. The barracks. Some more stuff. You got the backpacks in here. You know what I mean? That's the best. I need a punch card. Where can I get a punch card? I know there's something in here. Let me see if I can get up here somewhere. Okay, I don't know what a punch card for this one is at, but you can check that out later. And here we got helmets, all that type of stuff, you know what I mean? Knives, smoke grenades, real cool. Canteens. You know, we got some more stuff. Some more uniforms. I showed you earlier. Remember, this is the U.S. Forward Operating Base. I was about to say U.S. Marines, but this is just U.S. And you got the hospital. Hospital has some supplies in here. You know, you can get some baked beans, all that type of food, bacon. You know, you go in these smaller rooms, you got medical equipment, all that type of stuff. Like I said, some more medical equipment right here. Real cool type of stuff. You know, you guys know all these rooms with the hospitals for medical equipment, first aid equipment, all different stuff that you need to survive on the battlefield if you are wounded or hurt. Yes. Some more uniforms in there, guys. No. Yep. Yeah. Ain't nothing in here. Yeah. And this is the Russian main base. Like I said, the interiors and stuff. Oh yeah. He added a lot of new stuff. As you can see, the equipment for the hospital, mostly the same stuff because, you know, there's not really that many different stuff for like the hospitals, stuff like that. The church, same. It's the same, but you know, he put some more stuff in here, which I could put in my video. So yeah, I'm reviewing it now. Uniforms, all rooms. These are like these are like dorms. I don't know why I said bunkers, but like, yeah, dorms. I wonder if he put anything back here. I'm gonna check real quick. You wanna go check real quick? I don't see anything. Nope. Yeah. Let me run up here. I don't know how I'm running out of stam. It's pretty crazy how I'm out of stam. these buildings up here, these were definitely not there before. But like I said, this dude has great skill. Yes. Crazy skill. This is new. This is way new. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this dude valid. Oh my gosh. Look at these designs. Nobody else is doing it like this, man. Nobody else. You better go ahead and get on the server right now. Like I told y'all like 25 times. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Cause this is what he does. And he's the best in the game right now. Cause I have yet to see nobody do this stuff. Oh yeah. What would I tell y'all? Wake up, boys. You know, 5 a.m. in the morning. You gotta get on for PT. Some more. Oh yeah. The comp is over, guys. I know y'all just heard that. Is that a bear? We're just gonna ignore that. Okay. I thought I heard a bear. But I don't see one. Oh my gosh, that's a bear! Oh! Woo! What the heck? But as you see, there's backpacks right here. What the fuck, bro? There's helmets right here. That was crazy. Sorry, guys. I almost just died and... No, Humvees, that's it. Okay, no, I don't have the Humvees in the gameplay. Okay, this part right here is one of the most coolest parts. This is not the coolest yet, you know. I'm going to show you guys the coolest. This is not the coolest yet, but this is real cool. You know, this is a Russian, you know, forward operating base. This is the training ground for the Russians, you know. I'm going to go in here, put on some, you know, Russian recruits, uniform on, you know. Like I said, this is a roleplay Milsim game. So you'll probably start at the rank of like private or wherever rank, you know, the Russians have, or a low rank that any like armed faction in this game has. Because there's not just one armed faction, you know. You can join the US or the Russian side, but there's different factions in this game. It's not just US versus Russia, because, you know, every game is just US versus Russia. But there's also, like, little proxy factions, you know, like the Syrian rebels and, you know, the Syrian army under the backing of, like, the Russians, you know, in real life, and the Syrian rebels backed up by the US. They're not actually Syrian rebels, Syrian army in, like, this server, but I'm just making an example to how the proxies work in this game. As you see, there's more training barracks, all that type of stuff. This is on a soccer field on the second biggest, I think, city. It's all the way up to the north east. I forgot what that city's called, but yeah, you guys want to see some pretty cool stuff soon that I've never seen included into, you know, a game. Like I said, he's put some hard work into this game right here. You know, I hope you guys will like this game a lot. And here's what I'm talking about:
Yep.
the shooting range. You know how many times I've asked for coders and everybody to put in shooting ranges, but no one does it because either they don't want to or they give some real bad excuse. This guy has a shooting range, and you know this is thank you
Want me to shoot
because
these ones?
it adds just everything to the milsim
Oh
feeling.
yeah, yeah. I see.
And as you saw, I went closer because he told me to go
Yeah.
closer. He put like mini gas pumps on the heads. So if you shoot it, it's going to blow up. You know, so you can see that you have a headshot. But like, you can do shooting drills. You know, that's very like regular in like the military. You know, you're doing your
Yeah.
practice aim, all that type of stuff, basic stuff. You know, practicing your aim, shots, how you group your shots, all that. But yeah, this is the coolest part right here, guys. This part is gonna blow you away. It really is. So you get a punch card.
Okay.
I've never seen this in the game before. You know, you have basic equipment. You know, it's not really stuff that
Oh
you would
shoot.
probably need yet at this stage, but I think this is one of the Russian
Oh.
proxies bases right here.
Yeah.
Watch what I do with the card. I open this little bunker. Equipment is in here, stacked,
Oh
guys.
shoot. Oh my god, that's
I have
clean.
not seen anything like
About it,
this
that's clean. I've never
at
seen this
this
like this
level,
before.
guys. I have not. I will repeat. I have not seen anything like this at this level. The stacked uniforms, the combat boots, the weapons hanged up. You know, you would think that this dude is a hacker because you don't see stuff like this in console DayZ.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, this is just one of the Russian proxy. I don't know if it's proxy. I think this is the Russian army, one of the
Mhm.
forward operating bases. But you see, it's just different. I've never seen this in a game before. You
Yeah.
know, when I saw this, I was mind
Wow.
blown.
That was
I
super cool.
really was mind blown, guys. And yeah, this is crazy right here. Um,
Mhm.
you know, you got your uniform, your boonie hats, all that. You got different type of uniforms, you know, that you could use.
Yeah.
And you got your AKMs and the AK 74s, you know, uh, all stuff like that. You got your medical equipment, you know. And then you have your basic recruit stuff that you can put on if you want to, or do some role playing, all type of stuff like that. But yeah, I have never
You
seen
gotta put this.
anything like this, you know, in the game. Yeah, you see, I'm putting on some uniform
Oh,
combinations
this.
right now. You know,
I like this a lot.
this
I've
is
not
this is
yet to
crazy.
see. I'm yet to see.
This is real crazy, guys. Never would I ever think that something like this would be possible in DayZ. But if you have,
Mhm.
you know, a good coder
They have
who
different.
loves to do his work and mind to remind you guys, this dude has a job. This dude is working and he's doing all this and making fixes and all this.
Okay.
This is
So it's a
I
part of
think
the
this is
Russian faction. It's just like a
another.
different like part of it.
I don't know if this is a U.S. proxy. I'm not really I'm not really you know, I don't really know right now. I just know the facts that he
Yeah.
told me. You know, I'm kind of making this edit a few days later because I had a lot of things to do. But
Okay.
I'm not really knowledgeable of which factions are which. But by the use of AKs, I'm assuming. Well, I think most of the proxies use AKs because AKs were manufactured at
Mhm.
really large rates. But I'm thinking this is a U.S. proxy because of the BDU cam. I think the Russians use. Uh, I think the Russians use like
Oh
uh,
man, that's
lighter
crazy.
camos. You know what
You
I
got a
mean?
defensive machine like
But
gotta get like
I'll have him
a cam or
correct. He
something.
can correct me if I'm wrong. This is a Russian proxy. Yeah, this is definitely a Russian proxy. Uh, there's different vests you can pick up. I remember him telling me that this is kind of like the hobo one, where these guys, you know, they're not 100% decked out. They haven't been supplied. All the stuff they get is from like on the battlefield and raids. So they steal stuff, they scavenge for all this military stuff. This would be
Oh yeah.
like one of those guys that you probably see in like Iraq and stuff, with like half camo, then regular clothes and all that type of stuff. They use SVDs, all this Cold War, World War II type stuff that you see. These guys have it, you know.
Oh.
So these guys are kind of like rebels. They steal stuff, probably kidnap civilians, do all that type of crazy
Yeah, I like the
stuff.
setup.
You don't want to see these guys on the battlefield, and you definitely don't want to be shot by the SKS on the battlefield, because you will definitely die.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at all this stuff, and like I said, I've never seen anything like this. You use the punch code, and the punch codes are all in different places, guys.
Yeah.
They're not all in the same place. So if you find another like operation base that you spawn at or something like that, you won't always go to the same
Does the
place
ammo, yeah, does
or
the
that
ammo
same
for
shed and find it. You gotta actually go around and find it.
SVD,
But it's included in the video, so it shouldn't
does
be
it
hard to
spawn in here or
find.
does it spawn outside?
But like I said, they're all different proxies, so they all have different armbands. They either align under the U.S. or Russia, which is cool. So it's not like you're just under one command. You know what I mean? These are kind of like unit bases. They're kind of like units. I know a lot of people like units in these games. But like, this is a castle. This is out of one of the command posts that you spawn at. This is the castle. This is for civilians. You can come pick up some clothes. Can be a civilian. Not many people in their games, Milsim games, they have two sides, or they have these proxies or stuff, but they don't have civilians. I have rarely seen, I've only seen in one other case where they're civilians, and I'm pretty sure they got that from this guy. He told me about how people come on this server, look at other things, and they just steal from him. I feel some type of way about people stealing ideas and saying it's theirs. But let me tell you the original owner. This guy is the original owner. This is the U.S. base. This is the U.S. base. Yep, look, you got the M4s. I know people aren't like this. A lot of people love M4s. People will solely play a server just to have an M4, guys. So I know a lot of people gonna have this. You got the green, black M4s, And what's really cool about this, guys, is like I said, I haven't seen a lot of this stuff done in console, DayZ before. Probably PC, yeah, but not console. This dude has, equipment in the lockers set up nicely. Look. You have the mags on the desk right there, the hardware desk. But look at this. Equipment, nicely stacked in the lockers. And that is something that I've never seen. I've seen stuff put on walls, on shelves, but not lockers like this, guys. I'm gonna put the kit on. Pretty sure gonna take all this proxy gear, rebel gear off. I'm gonna put this stuff on. It's real. This is real cool right here. I've never seen anybody do something like this. You gotta give this guy props. You have to give him props, because this is not normal. You just don't see stuff like this in games. And I wish you guys would be able to hear him, Aerosol, and like how he's explaining all this. But for some reason, the audio cut out, so you guys can't hear him. You know, you guys can hear him through echo, but like, yeah, but you know, this is great. This is really great stuff right here. You got the bags. You got the bags on the wall, all that type of stuff. He told me while I was, you know, doing a tour on all this, on this single base, the American base, that he was gonna put some stuff under the boathouse. So he, I think I'm gonna go there right now. Yep.
Yeah.
He's gonna put some stuff under here.
Yeah, I get you.
So yeah, that would be really cool. I don't know why I was trying to walk under there. I was trying to see if you can go under there and get stuck. You know, he told me to review. You know, I'm basically reviewing his stuff to see if like stuff is broken, all type of stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, this is really cool. You know, I love the effort that he puts in, and yeah, this is the Russian base. This is the Russian base, the formal Russian base. I think this is the former Russian base. No, this is not the former Russian base. This is another one of those proxies. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking right now. Okay. Yeah, this is another one of those proxies. I think this is another I think this is another one of those proxies bases. I'm pretty sure they have two of these bases, so they're probably like a stronger proxy that you can play as, you know. Like I said, this is a good thing about this game. The proxies are like kind of like their own thing, but they're under one nation, which is Russia or the US. So, you know, you could be these guys and have different command, play with your friends. You don't have to all play with each other, but you guys, you know, but you guys have like different bases, you know, different forward operating bases, all type of stuff like that. So you guys can work individually. Different units will have different places that you fight over, which is, you know, crazy to think about. So it's not just one place, it's like a whole front line that you can fight over. You can fight on in like different towns, in just one map. So it actually feel like you're fighting in an actual war where you need resources, you know. The thing about this is that not everything is supplied to you. So sometimes you're gonna need people to drive supplies to you, which is a crazy thing about this game. But thank you guys for just checking, coming here, just checking out this project from Nersol. You know, Aerosol. He appreciates it a lot. I hope you guys come play, check out. Love you guys. Have a great day. Have a great night. See y'all again. Peace out.